back to work. Good morning from Spain. So weekend is over, new week is about to start, and I'm on my Monday morning mental sanity walk. A couple of priorities for this week. Last week I had a one-on-one with one of our team members from the marketing department, and basically she told me that she will leave the company at the end of July and start her own business. Obvious, this was a big bummer for me as a founder, because we are hiring our team members, we are developing them, and I just had the feeling that we had a very, very good team put together for the next growth stage. It wasn't on my plan to hire someone new for the role or finding a new role, but ultimately that's what I need to do now. This is something that will always happen if you're hiring very, very good people. And I'm also super, super excited for her to start her own thing, because I'm an entrepreneur myself, and I want to encourage more people to do that. So I will support her on her journey as much as I can. But for the company now, that means we need to define again what type of person we need for the next growth stage. So when we hired her, we were just starting out. We had a couple of 10,000s maybe in revenue, and now it's a little bit different. So now we are trying to grow from 2 to 10 million. And the thing that we need to discuss is the type of skill set that this person should have. Is it more a person that should be super, super good at everything that is organic content related? Is this more a person that is good at paid acquisition? Then ultimately, when we define the role, we need to start finding the right person for it. This is super, super important now for me to change my focus for the week and get this done. Just a little reflection also about this. When I was younger, things like this were bothering me a lot, because I felt this was like a personal thing. They are leaving my company, they don't want to work for me anymore, so some other role is better or something. But it's just the nature of things. If people develop, they want change, especially the ones that are super, super good. Maybe they also want a new challenge, or the role that we are having for them right now is not the best fit anymore. It's just how it is. You need to live with it and adapt. And also this adaptation is something that you need to be very, very good at as an entrepreneur, because things will always happen, and it's just about how you react to those things that define how the outcome will be for the future and also for the company in general. Next up now, I will do a quick check-in with Sina. He already knows, obviously. We will talk about what that new role should look like, what the ideal candidate would be. So I keep you tuned. I wish you also, when you're watching this, a great start into your week, and see you later. Okay, we just went on a nice bike ride up this hill, and as you can see, the scenery is super, super stunning. One topic that we were talking about right now is how you can come up with startup ideas. And this is also one of the questions that I get asked the most. We are here with 5 entrepreneurs. All of them have different kind of businesses. So naturally, we came up with a ton of new ideas. And in general, I would say the idea doesn't matter at all. It's so easy to create a new idea, and then it's all about execution. So how do we find ideas? Number one, you can think about your own problems. So for example, right now in Germany, you are part of the church, and that means you also pay taxes for that. So a percentage of your income is actually paid towards the church. For example, for me, I was in the church because because my parents put me in there, and it's a default opt-in. And once you want opt-out and also don't want to pay these taxes, you need to go there in person and tell them, hey, I don't want to be part of it anymore, and then pay 25 euros. And the idea that just came up, why don't you digitize it? So you could create a platform, and on this platform you can actually put in your data, and then we will do the opt-out for you, and we will just take a little cut or an extra fee on top of it. This is just one example on how you can come up with an idea. Another example would be that you do some competitor or market research. So for example, when we created Magia, we were checking the US market, and in the US market there were already a ton of design subscription services. And you can take it and copy it over to your local market. And then the third option to find good business ideas is to do research, for example, through interviews or on Reddit in forums. And you should really go into a niche and find the problems that the people are encountering. So let's imagine someone in the Reddit forum is saying, hey, my accounting takes so much time every single month because I need to get all the receipts and then reconcile the receipts with the transactions that are happening. This is actually a product idea. And then you can take this idea and start to think about how to execute it. And this would be the second step. So for example, for our church idea here, we need to find a way to actually go there and be able to opt out a different person than myself. And in the best way, we need to do it in a digital way. Second up would be the marketing and distribution. To make this product work, you would need to buy the user that is using it at a lower customer acquisition cost than the money that they pay you. So let's imagine they pay us 50 euros. We need to make sure that we can buy them for 5 or 10 euros so that we have a solid margin. Okay, so let's ask some of the other boys how they came up with their business ideas. Let's start off with Henrik. Henrik, how did you come up with your business idea?
Actually, back in the days, I had an e-commerce store. Together with Sina, we sold fashion jewelry. And during that time, I realized that there's no content in Germany out there for Shopify. And I was looking at American content creators, but there wasn't good content or very, let's say, shady content. And so I built it myself. I built a YouTube channel together with my co-founder Robin and built what I wanted to have back in the days.
So scratching your own itch.
Correct.
Nice. Julian, how did you come up with your business idea?
I had a huge problem. And I didn't find the right solution, so I built it by myself.
Can you tell the people what is the product and the solution?
Yeah, me and my wife, we were building our home with our bare hands, and there were so many problems we encountered, and there were no solutions for these problems, or we had to work them out in a very complicated way. And I thought the next generation who's building their homes should have a better life and quicker solutions. And so turned out I had the idea to found a company which creates the solutions, and that's what I did.
Thank you so much. Sina, how did you come up with your idea?
It's crazy. I was working with Henrik together in a company. We were 400 people and had only one designer in the company, and he left at one point. And Henrik and I were doing a lot of website A/B tests where we needed design. We couldn't find a freelancer. We couldn't find a team member who joins us quite quickly. It took us 6 months to find somebody. And in the meanwhile, we said we cannot wait so long. We need to start ourselves. So I downloaded Figma, I watched some tutorials, so I became a junior designer myself. But then I saw how difficult it is to find good design support. And then we said, okay, let's tackle that. Let's find a better solution how startups and companies can get design done in a nice way. So that's how we ended up starting Magia.
Okay, now as I had some time to reflect and talk to Sina, we were thinking a little bit about on how to move on with our marketing role for now. The thing here is when we first put out the role, we were maybe at around 20-30k MRR or something, and we weren't sure at all on how we wanted to build out our marketing. From that day on till now, a lot has changed. We have tested so many different channels and also found some that are working and some that are not working. When we were hiring Maria, we were looking for a generalist role. And I think this is one thing that we will change now as the company has matured. So option one that we were talking about is, should we hire a generalist again that can do content, that can do ads, that can do outbound, something like a GTM marketer, a product marketing manager, something in that regard, or should we really hire for specialists? One channel that works super well for Magia is everything that relates to content creation. And when I mean content creation, creation, it's LinkedIn for the personal brands, but this can also be YouTube. This can be short form content on Instagram and TikTok. If someone is really good at that, it's not the same persona that can also do ads, for example. So our main hire will be a content creation person. And this person in the best case would be comfortable with marketing and design topics. So best case, a designer or a marketer, and they should be very, very familiar with everything that's going on. And second up, they should be able to create content themselves. So in a written way, on LinkedIn, carousels, visuals, graphics, but also in a video way, meaning short form content, maybe even long form content, and they should do a lot of these things autonomously. And we are specifically looking for this role because we believe it gives us a huge lever going forward, and we will just continue to work on the things that have already worked for us in the past. Best case, we would find a person that has already experience in that field, maybe even has their own following. So if it's someone, a creator that has already started to do some stuff, that would be super, super nice. And third up, this person should be way, 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 way better than ourselves in doing all of this. Because this is one thing that I also learned. Always hire people that are better than you in their respective fields. And so as a next step to find this role, first of all, I was putting a job offer on our website just to define clearly what we are looking for, what's the experience, what's some bonus stuff that could be nice. And then second up, what we will now do is active sourcing. We need to find people that are exactly this persona, and then we will reach out to them and see if we can convince them to join the Magyar team. And I will keep you posted on that process, but I'm already super excited also to find that person, hopefully in the next 1-2 months, and then have a smooth transition from Maria to this person. That means obviously also that a lot of the marketing that we are doing right now is not covered, because Maria, despite creating a lot of content and personal brand stuff, was also doing CRM. She was doing some of the stuff that's SEO, backlinks, at the beginning even ads, and obviously we want to drop a lot of this stuff or need to find another person. So probably what we will be doing is we will open up a second role that will focus more on either performance-based components of marketing, so specifically ads that we are pushing out, and then maybe having something like funnel through freebies or email captures, email newsletters, or on the other side, having someone that is more like sales activity driven. So outbound email through Apollo or Clay, and then really converting the people to paying users. So we still need to think about which of those two roles is preferred. The issue that I'm having right now is that everything that we were trying when it comes to outbound wasn't so successful so far. But I'm always thinking, hey, how can so many companies make it work? So maybe it was just because we didn't try hard enough. And on the second side, in terms of the ads, we tried it a long time ago. We saw some results, but not crazy. So maybe what we will be do while hiring the content person is that we will test out some of the ads ourselves just to learn also. So we will do a little boot camp, just create some ads, some funnel strategies, see if we can get first results, and then trying to find someone that can take over all of this. And then hopefully we will be set up for the next growth step. So that's a strategy. Excited if we can find some good candidates. If someone is seeing this that might be interested, just drop me a message on LinkedIn or here in the comments below. And despite that, I will keep you posted.